In this video, I'm going to be correcting something that I said wrong about the Mormons. And why am I doing this? I don't like when people do it to Catholics, and they do it all the time. Every single day, they're saying things about Catholicism that aren't remotely true. So I don't like to misrepresent other religions when I present about them, which is why I spend so much time, hours, months and months talking to these people to learn about what they believe before I teach on what they believe. I ask them questions, I confirm their beliefs, and I try to get it as accurate as possible. But I was mistaken on this one thing because people call what Mormons have and sometimes wear under their clothes magical underwear. I mean, they have this magical underwear. That's what people say, and that's what I've heard. And then I started just using the same term, and it's not even remotely that. It is not magical underwear. And so in this video, I'm going to correct that mistake, and this is my recompense, and I'm going to tell you what it actually is and what its significance is, and it actually makes sense. So stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome to Catholic Truth. My name is Bryan Mercier, president of Catholic Truth, and I'm here to help you to know, love, live, and defend the Catholic faith and to come to know Jesus Christ and to be transformed by Him. We also talk about other religions, faith, culture, and many things more. Check out our website at catholictruth.org or our social media, PayPal, Patreon, all below. Some people say, oh, did you hear about what Mormons wear under their clothes? It's magical underwear. And again, I've said that too, but a woman named Catherine sent me a great video by Mormons, and it was explained what it really was. And since I don't like misrepresenting people or teachings, and I did in this case, I'm going to be talking about what it really is. And it's not magical. I mean, the thing we need to understand, first of all, is that all religions across the board have certain signs, like the sign of the cross, or like Muslims bowing, in a certain direction. We all have gestures that are symbolic for a certain reason. We all have different kinds of prayer and connecting to God in different ways. And sometimes we have physical, tangible, even symbolic ways of doing that help connect us to God. Many of these things could be outward ceremonies or things that you practice. Other things could be spiritual clothing. For example, we think of like the skull cap of Muslims that they wear during prayer, or the yarmulke of the Jews, or even the prayer shawls that they wear, or Buddhist monk robes, or even nuns wear robes, and we call them habits, and priests have priestly garments as well. I mean, bishops, we all have so many things in the Catholic Church, which of course come from the Bible, the book of Exodus, and so on, and they all have specific meanings and symbolic representations between the people and God, and they connect us to God in a special way, and they have meanings, they have symbolisms behind them. Sometimes certain religions have clothing under the clothes, so they wear undergarments in some way or something else. I mean, how can people say, oh, it's so weird? I mean, Catholics certainly can't make fun of Mormons or anyone else for wearing things under their clothes because we do the same, which is why we should be more understanding that when we wear the scapular, it's not magical, even though that's exactly what Protestants accuse it of being. We believe that it is something that connects us to God, that it has to do with grace and prayer, and it's a reminder to live a godly, chaste life, and so on and so on. These are good things. Likewise, some Catholic saints in the past, and maybe even some today, have worn hair shirts under their clothes. Nobody knows it's there. It's to help them do penance and to remind them of their smallness and their dependency on God and other things like that. So these symbolisms of clothing and robes and such, they connect us to God. They have meaning. And it's the same thing with the undergarments of the Mormon church, which are called temple robes or temple garments. In the Mormon temples, they have these services or these ceremonies, which to them are very sacred. And so they wear these sacred robes during those ceremonies. And they say themselves that the highest person in the Mormon church and the lowest newbie in the Mormon church just coming in wear the exact same white garments. They're just simple, plain white clothing undergarments that symbolize two things. One, of dedicating yourself to God, and two, the fact that the highest person in the church and the lowest person in the church are dressed the exact same way. And they say that they're indistinguishable, meaning we're all the same before God. We're all nothing before God. And this is a reminder of that. But they take these temple robes, and in everyday life, they wear these undergarments. For Mormons, they're simple white garments that help them to connect themselves to God, to give them reminders. They're in a sense pledges, kind of like holy water. When we do holy water and we make the sign of the cross, that's a reminder of our baptismal vows. It's a reminder that we are supposed to live for Christ, fight sin, and live purely. And we are pledging to do that every time we use holy water and make the sign of the cross. We are pledging to live for God, and it's a little reminder that we're supposed to be doing that. Same thing with the Mormon undergarments. They're simple white clothing that reminds them, and really it's a pledge that they made in their ceremonies in the temple. It's a reminder and a pledge to live for God every day, to follow his commandments, to love him, to live good and moral lives. That's what these undergarments symbolize. And when they put them on, it's a reminder in their minds that, oh yes, today I'm going to be living for God. I'm going to be working to avoid sin, try to be good, live a good life, and live for God and follow his commandments. So this is a good thing. I mean, obviously we don't, as Catholics and Christians, we don't agree necessarily with Mormon doctrine, and many times we severely disagree with Mormon doctrine, but what they do in the symbolism behind these clothes is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. And so to kind of mock it and just call it magical underwear and create a caricature of their belief, which is actually really sacred to them, it's not good. And in fact, it's crass, and many people do it. I've done it, which I feel bad about, which is why I'm kind of making amends by making this video to tell you what it's really about. We shouldn't be making fun of them. We shouldn't be putting it down, because it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to remind ourselves with God. And we have 1,000 different ways and gestures and actions, clothing, different things in different religions to help us, remind us of God in our daily life, to follow God, to be better people, to live for heaven, and to strive to follow Jesus Christ. So I hope this has helped you to understand what it really is. Please don't use the term magical underwear or any kind of thing like that, because we wouldn't want people to do that to us. And there's too many people already making fun of other people in other religions for doing certain things. Even the bishops in the Catholic Church wear a Jewish yarmulke, and people could make fun of them for that, but they don't understand the symbolism behind it. And there's deep spiritual symbolism and biblical symbolism behind it. So don't make fun of people. And please, if you want, share this video with other people so that they can know the truth that'll set them free. So thank you for watching. Please like and share this video. Please leave a comment if you have any questions about even Catholic clothing, Catholic symbolism. Why do Catholics bless themselves? Why do Catholics use holy water? Why do we have holy oils? Why do we use candles? Why do we have statues? Why do we have 1,000 things? Each thing has a purpose, and they all have meanings, and they all have purposes, and they're all used to bring us closer to Jesus Christ, the one true God, the one who lives and reigns forever and ever. Amen. If you would like to follow us on social media, please check that out in our description section below. If you would like to bring us to your church to give a retreat, keynote speaker, parish mission, Theology on Tap, anything else, check out our website, catholictruth.org. And if you would like to support us on Patreon or PayPal, please see all of that below. We need many monthly donors. If we have changed your life in some way, please help us to change others. This is Lent. During Lent, we're supposed to pray, fast, and tithe more. Consider tithing during Lent and helping us to help others. Thank you, and God bless.
Hi everyone, my name is Kate. I'm the video editor here at Catholic Truth, and I just wanted to say on behalf of all of us, thank you so much for taking some time to watch our videos and learn more about your faith. You guys really make this channel possible, and we truly appreciate you being here. So thanks again, and God bless.